Hi and welcome to the SeeMedia training video on Fillboard installation and POS implementation. Firstly, we'll take a look at the equipment needed to complete this job. There will be several items that will be provided to you by Crossmark. The first of these is 2 collapsible safety cones. The cones come in these white boxes and they can be extended by pulling them up from the middle, and they collapse again for ease of transportation by pushing the cone down to the base. We'll also send you a high Vis Vest that must be worn at all times while working on the petrol forecourt. You will also be supplied with a dummy nozzle. This is to replace the nozzle that you will be installing the Fillboard on. You'll also receive the Fillboards themselves. There is one of these for each pump at the petrol station, and this is what a Fillboard looks like. You'll also be supplied with a plastic lid for every Fillboard you have. This plastic lid goes on top of the Fillboard and houses the point of sale. For this particular install in New South Wales, there are 2 different types of POS that you'll need to alternate from pump to pump. That's POS number 1 and that is POS number 2. You will need to provide yourselves 1 bottle, a spray bottle of cleaning fluid, for example spray and wipe. You'll also need to provide a cleaning cloth or rag, something like a Chux or an old cloth rag. You can expense these to Crossmark. Before commencing work, it's imperative that you sign in with the site manager and advise them of the work to be conducted. For example, introduce yourself as from Crossmark, representing SeeMedia, and you'll be installing approved pump Fillboards. You will need to report the first and last names of the site manager on your forms, so make sure you note these down at the time of your visit. If any managers refuse, do call field support immediately for advice. Remember that the high Vis Vest must be worn at all times while on site. Make sure you place the safety cones on either side of the bowser you're working on. This is very important for your safety. When installing the Fillboards, take the first pump from the cradle and replace it with your dummy nozzle. This will stop the fuel flow and also stop the alarm from ringing at the service counter in the store. Then, once you have inserted the dummy nozzle, on the real bowser, spray a little bit of cleaning fluid over the pump nozzle, and this will help you ease off the splash guard. Once you have the splash guard removed, you can install the Fillboard. Spray a small amount of cleaning fluid over the insulator on the pump and slide the Fillboard up the pump with a twisting motion so that it sits like that. You then need to replace the splash guard and wipe any excess cleaning fluid off the Fillboard. So a completed Fillboard should look like this, fitting quite nice and snug over the pump handle. Once you've installed the Fillboard, you need to attach the plastic lid. This attaches quite easily. There is a flap at the top of the Fillboard with a groove for the plastic lid to slide into, as you can see here. Once you've got the plastic lid in place, you can insert the Fillboard point of sale. Simply lift up the plastic lid and insert the point of sale so that it fits snugly inside the lid, and press the lid down so it clicks into place on the Fillboard. As mentioned, for this installation there are 2 different types of point of sale, and you need to alternate between the 2 different types of point of sale on each pump. So on your first pump you would use the always place portable containers on the ground before filling POS. Then on your second pump use the keep children inside the car when filling POS, and so on. All pumps on site should be fitted with Fillboards and point of sale, except for the LPG pumps and the high flow diesel pumps. If you are unsure of how to identify these pumps, check with the site personnel. Always carry out your work in a safe and courteous manner, giving way to customers at all times. Your work area must be left clean and safe on completion. Make sure you sign out with the site manager when you've finished your tasks. You can refer to the documentation available on Storetrack for more information. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact Crossmark Head Office and we'll help you out straight away.